sponsor, and that is the group that provides your alcohol. So thank you to City Beverages. We are actually going to feature their new fruit-infused liquors this year called Bear Hug. They're launching them with us, so make sure you try those out at the booze tent this year. I also want to thank our grant sponsors, Orange County Arts and Cultural Affairs, Terry Olson, State of Florida Division of Cultural Affairs, and United Arts of Central Florida. Thank you all. And also all of our festival sponsors and partners. We love you all. You help make this festival happen. So if you're in the house and you're a sponsor or a partner, please stand. We're going to give you a round of applause too.
All right, this is a big night for Orlando Fringe. This is the first night that we really feel like the festival is real, okay? This is where it starts to get real. And it's also the night where buttons go on sale. So out in the lobby, we've got buttons for sale for $10 and tickets to all the shows. 140 different shows at Orlando Fringe are on sale tonight. You can go online, you can go to our box office, and you can get those tickets for the festival tonight. Also, the Fringe app. If you have the Fringe phone app, you can update it right now, or and it goes live tomorrow. So update it tomorrow or download it tomorrow, and you'll have all of the stuff at your fingertips on the Fringe app. Make sure to update it, because if you don't, it won't work, because you have to update it to this year's events. Yes, and last but not least here, the Fringe-O-Matic is live today. So thank you, Louis Johnson, for creating the Fringe-O-Matic. Again, if you haven't used it, fringeomatic.com, go to fringeomatic.com, and you can enter in your schedule and your preferences of shows, and it will make you the ultimate Fringe schedule. So you'll be able to maximize your time at Orlando Fringe by using Fringe-O-Matic. That went live today. Louis just told me a little fact that there are over 700 shows that have already been on people's of interest list in Fringe-O-Matic just today. How many? 800. So, use it. It's useful. There's also lots of new stuff this year. There's a new Bring Your Own venue this year. So in addition to the Black venue, the venue on Virginia Drive, the Starlight Room at Savoy, and Breakthrough Theater at Winter Park, which are all returning. We also have a new venue at the LGBT Center of Central Florida. So there's a and that includes our new Rainbow venue down on Hills. We also are doing Manny Lagos here in the house. We're doing some shows for with American Sign Language interpretation. There's about 6, I think. We have 6 shows that are doing that. I think we've done that for the first time. A new program for Orlando Fringe. Very exciting to kind of expand our accessibility to all groups. And then finally, we're also doing half-priced shows. So the artist had the opportunity to opt into doing one show for $6. $6 tickets for one of their performances. A lot of them chose their first performances. A lot of them chose one of those off-peak show times at 11:30 a.m. on Saturday or 10:45 at night on Monday. Those shows will be highlighted in yellow in your Fringe program, so you'll be able to look at that daily schedule, see which shows are $6 tickets, and you take advantage of that because you'll get to see a lot more stuff and get to see some of the stuff that maybe you didn't think you wanted to take a chance on. You get the buzz going too. Thank you. Some other new things that are coming up this year, very exciting. You can now go to the lawn and purchase your alcohol at the beer tent and booze tent. So we are introducing, not only that, we're getting rid of beer tickets. So you can make your purchase directly there. Not only that, you can use your credit cards this year. Yeah, no more finding beer tickets at the bottom of your pocket that you never use. And I do every single year. So that's an exciting thing. We've also got some really cool new parties at the Club Fringe Lounge. That lounge is over at the Orlando Museum of Art. It's new and improved. We're revamping it. It's going to be a really cool place to hang out. So join Club Fringe. There's a table out front if you're interested in partaking in that. We also, if you have anyone or you yourself are interested in learning tips and tricks and how to navigate the festival, we're going to do Fringe tours.
this year. They're free and open to the public. So every Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m., Mike and I are going to meet at the beer tent, and we're going to just take people around the festival, show them where the venues are, talk to them about how to navigate through it. So let people know, you as hopefully veterans of the festival, if you're interested in learning more about what we do year-round and some of the activities, we'll talk about that too.
Yeah, we'll give a little history lesson. I'll sing a song, a lot of running to trouble.
So this year's theme, I want to touch on that. So this year's theme is Fringe for All. And that's the theme that Mike and I and the rest of the team and everybody is very passionate about. We take the 100% inclusive very seriously and passionately. We are an organization that embraces everyone, no matter where you come from, no matter where you're going. If you're a human being on this earth, you are here and meant to be here. And so we want to encourage that this year. We want to say that proudly and strongly, and we want you to invite anyone and everyone to this festival so that we can truly be 100% inclusive. There's something at this festival for everyone. We are Fringe for all. Also got some cool events coming up. We've got on the first 3 days, so March 14th, 15th, and 16th, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Monday. Let's do it next year. And May 14th, 15th, and 16th, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of the kickoff week of the festival. We've got our ribbon cutting and the counterpart to this festival, the National International Teaser Show. So come to that. May 14th. It's a national international.
Tuesday, May 14th.
Wednesday,
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Wednesday, we've got a kickoff party in the Shakes Courtyard. That's night shows start. But the lawn is not opened yet on Wednesday. So we'll have a fun kickoff party in the courtyard. And then Thursday, the lawn opens. So we've got our outdoor stage kicks off, beer tent opens, and we've got the lawn open on Thursday night for a kickoff party there. So join us for all of that fun stuff. So now,
Cool.
I want to introduce some of our favorite people. Our development coordinator, Lisa Hart, and associate producer, Lindsay Taylor.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm sure Lindsay's on her way. I just want to let you guys know that we only have 2 weeks left in the United Arts fundraising campaign. We're already at 75% of our goal, so we only have about $5,000 left, and we would love your help. So please consider donating in the lobby tonight. And tonight, if you donate $25 or above, you'll automatically become a Club Fringe member as well, which means you have access to the Club Fringe Lounge and a whole bunch of other really great perks. Lisa, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, Lindsay Taylor, you're the best. Lindsay, you were supposed to help me do the curtain speech, and instead I've just been standing up here like an idiot by myself. I know, and you know that there's no late entry to French shows. I don't know what kind of example you're setting for our audience.
It's terrible. I'm late because parking was so terrible. I had to park on Mills. On Mills. If only there was a way to enter to receive a reserve parking sign.
Well, you're in luck. For tonight only, if you donate to or pledge to donate to our United Arts campaign, you will receive 1 entry to our raffle to win a reserve parking spot for every $5 you pledge.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me for $25 I can become a member of Club Fringe and also receive 5 entries to get a reserve parking lot at Fringe? Just one spot, not a whole lot.
Wait, are you not a member of Club Fringe? Or never mind, we'll talk about that later. But yes, that's right. Pledge forms will be available after the show in the lobby. Come sit in the Club Fringe table, or your ushers will have them as well.
You know what? You inspired me, Lisa. I'm going to pay my $25 right here, right now, at this teaser show.
Stop.
That's not open. I don't think so. I need my money back, though.
I need a haven't been at the teaser show before, this is snippets from, we have over 40 shows, over 40 of our local shows here tonight that we'll be previewing, 20 in the first half in our general audience show that you're at right now, and then 20 at the 9 p.m. show. So if you don't have tickets for the 9 p.m. show yet, I think there are still some left. So if after this, if you decide you want to stay for the second one, you can go out and get more tickets out there. An amazing lineup tonight, 140 shows in the fest. So many great things to see. I'm really excited to see them myself because this is the day when I get to see what some of these folks have been working on. There is one change to your program. So if you have those programs, take that little pencil out. Inside there, the very first show in there, the Night Circus, the title has changed to Le Cirque Louis.
Spell that.
L-E-C-I-Q-U-E. Nuit. N-U-I-T. Which is the Night Circus in not America. So, yeah. Other than that, the program is all correct in there. Hopefully, also in that program, you'll see there are little faces next to each of the things. There's a happy face and a sad face and a really drunk face. And that means if you really like the show and you want to see it, circle the happy face. If you don't really like the show and you don't really want to see it, you can circle the sad face. And if you think you might get drunk and go see this show, then circle the drunk face. All right? Cool. I'll let our host tell you more about what's going to happen tonight. You guys ready to meet our host? This gentleman has been hosting this show for a very long time, and I told him that as long as I am producing this festival, that he has got this job locked down every year. He is the star and producer of a show in the festival this year, although he has the worst lottery luck ever and was drawn second to last. He actually does have a show in the festival this year over at the Starlight Room in Savoy, and that is Driving Miss Cherry Blossom, a turn of an old favorite, starring him and Karen Almano. So, ladies and gentlemen, put it together for Eric Binder!
It's just German hillbilly where people don't get excited. Set this right over here. It's tears of my own bitterness. All right, welcome. So this is how this works. There are 2 minutes that people get to sell you their show. So hopefully people have picked the best 2 minutes and not the worst 2 minutes. That's not up to us. So you can judge accordingly. We're going to start with Le Cirque Nuit by Hula Hander Productions. Join us at Le Cirque Nuit, an enchanted circus that offers breathtaking acrobatics and mysterious wonders around every corner. Behind the scenes, a fierce competition keeps this circus alive, but can have consequences that reverberate through the lives of everyone touched by the circus. Gates open at nightfall and close at dawn. Starring Brandon Roberts and Tamisha Harris, Le Cirque Nuit! cuckoo noise, and then Brandon and Tamisha will be chasing you off the stage. Brandon, please come out and show them. Brandon and Tamisha will be chasing you off the stage. If you see them, it means to stop. It's hammer time. Okay, you don't get 2 minutes of this. Move along. Next up, American Homelessness, Tom Farron Productions from Longwood, Florida. A film, live theater, and a guilt trip. Sorry, I called it Dinner with My Mom. Come experience a day in the life of the homeless, and then you can learn how to help this cause. Ladies and gentlemen, American Homelessness.
American homelessness has become a very serious issue in our country. I'm sure you see it in Orlando. We're doing a show to promote helping the homeless. Come to American Homelessness, Purple Venue. Thank you.
American Homelessness. Thank you. All right, now, next up, Lad Cow Jumps, Banks Helfrich. Oh, by the way, if I mispronounce your name or the name of your show, that's good luck for the festival. From Claremont, Florida. Theater as an exploration of reality through life, a mindful and sometimes comedic portrayal of the characters we often play as we try on the shoes of maturity. Life soon. Ladies and gentlemen, Black Cow Jumps.
We are you.
It was awesome.
We even bring our own fire. Look at that. We're working on it. Don't worry.
We were both campers at the camp when we were younger. Now that we've grown up, now we get to counsel the campers.
That's right. I'm a counselor, and I'm also in charge of new recruits. So we're looking for any campers who are ready to have super much fun.
To have the greatest summer they've ever attended.
Exactly. And Camp Orange Blossom is special because we welcome people of all walks of life. I've been part of this camp for years, and it's just so special to my heart. I can't wait to share it with all of you.
I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. Whether you're small or whether you're tall, you're going to have an amazing time.
All right, well, registration starts. When is it?
May 16th. And I hope you're all excited and get ready for the most amazing summer of your life.
Woohoo! I'm so jazzed! Woo!
Thanks.
We'll work on that too.
Next up, the curious incident of the dog in the nighttime. Trinity Prep players from Winter Park, Florida. 15-year-old Christopher is Winter Park, Florida! The cheapest way to get a whoop. Okay. 15-year-old Christopher is exceptional at math, but ill-equipped to deal with everyday life. He is determined to solve a mystery, and in doing so, discovers much about his own life. Ladies and gentlemen, curious incident of the dog in the nighttime.
It was 7 minutes after midnight.
The dog is dead!
What have you done?
I'm arresting you for assaulting a police officer. Are you telling the truth?
I can't treat Christopher differently to any other student.
I don't do chatting.
Christopher, I think you know why your father doesn't like Mrs. Shears very much.
Come on, Christopher. Touch my hand. Come on now. Stop screaming. Touch my hand.
I'm gonna tell you the truth from now on about everything. Because if you don't tell the truth now, then later on it hurts even more. So how precisely are you going to get to London then?
Left, right, left, right,
Jesus,
left, right.
what are you
left,
doing?
right,
Call somebody, get somebody, don't just stand there.
Don't you ever think about other people for 1 second!
Christopher, I can't let you like that. I'm not allowed to.
451C Chapter Road, London, NW2 5NG. 451C Chapter Road, London, NW2 5NG. 451C Chapter Road, London,
NW2 5NG.
Come experience
The curious incident of the dog in the nighttime. Condensed version.
In the Brown venue. 3 shows only. Give us some smiley faces.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Fred. Don't know which one to use. An evening of spoken word with Elaine Person, Arfnox Productions, Orlando, Florida. Local poet and writer Elaine Person presents both serious and comic tales of life, love, and all the odd coincidences in her life. An evening of spoken word with Elaine Person.
They say I only have 2 minutes. How am I going to put my whole life in it? I'll tell you about my capers. Although I may be on paper, I'm so happy I could burst on May 17th, 20th, and 21st. And join me on May 26th, too, at a theater called The Breakthrough. Some say it's wild, some say it's absurd. Find out for yourself with me, Elaine Person, and an evening of spoken word. I'll take you all around my life, joyful and not too much strife. Some titles like My Favorite Foods, I Become You, ? Without a Man, The Joy of Now, to name a few. Then there's I Can't Remember the Last Time, Part 1 and Part 2. And one of my favorites, If It Happened to You. The Tracks of My Fears, and You Could Smell, are others that I could share with you. I'll tell you about my last name, Person. If you don't get it right, it'll make me cursin'. My poems and my stories come in rhymed and Join me for an evening of spoken word with Elaine Person, and we'll have some fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Elaine. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex is going to take the microphone away. Well, you know, I was not used to this turntable. I know. We had a whole nother plan. All right, next up, Fishtails and Swan Songs. BJ and CJ Brooks. Yes! Okay, I'm impartial, but I love these people. Okay, a theatrical mix of storytelling, music, and multimedia devised to amuse and uplift. A fish, a swan, a fisherman, and his wife explore the mysteries of life under the stars. Ladies and gentlemen, Fishtails and Swan Songs!
Never left his pond. The ocean seems like a gamble. Look what he's giving up.
Security, mastery of his world, recognition.
The ocean fish just shakes her head. I can't tell you what it's like where I live, but someday I'll take you there.
If you want what visible reality can give, you're an employee.
If you want the unseen world, you're not living your truth. Both wishes are foolish. But you'll be forgiven for forgetting that what you really want
is
love's confusing joy. Fish
Gotta swim, but gotta fly. I gotta love one man till I die. Can't tell that man of mine. Tell me he's lazy, tell me he's slow. Tell me I'm crazy, maybe I know. Can't tell that man of mine.
Gamble everything for love, if you're a true human being. If not, leave this gathering. Half of our list does not reach into majesty. You set out looking for God, and it keeps stopping for long periods at mean-spirited roadhouse.
Come home as late as can be. Home without him ain't no home to me. Can't help loving that man of mine.
Fishtails and Swan Songs is making a big splash at the Black Bear.
It does not matter if you are Fringe royalty. You will be good. No, we really do off the stage for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Becky Fisher and Joe Swanberg. Someone get this microphone, or I'm just going to stare at it all night. What is this amateur hour? Get out here, Alex. Do your work. Good new performers at least. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next up, Florida Man, Brown Dog Productions, Orlando, Florida. Choose your own adventure as darkness rises in the Sunshine State and we learn the truth about the ever-changing life of the legendary Florida Man.
All right, you guys are probably wondering what exactly is going on. Well, let me explain a few things. My name is Florida Man. Literally, it's on my birth certificate. I am single as fudge. I'm 34 years old, and I live in this beautiful, extravagant 1-1 in the heart of Pine Hills, Florida. I am currently unemployed to the, no one's surprise, and I have been cursed since I was 10 years old. Literally, there was like a swamp lady, and it happens. And I have had the worst luck in the world ever since. So let's go ahead and take it on back to the beginning, all the way back to March 21st, 1985 at Florida Hospital South. Oh, no.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Breathe.
Dear God, it couldn't be any bigger. Gosh, yep,
Push.
yep.
You're almost there. There you go. Whoa! It's a girl.
What?
Oh wait, no, that's a boy. I don't know what's going on down there.
Give me my son.
Right.
Oh, hey, little buddy. Oh, look at you. You're my little lucky charm, you know that.
Wow. What are you gonna name him?
Gonna name him Florida Man.
Next up, Fringe Family Feud, Jesuit Theater Company, Team H Productions. A returning favorite that I have time to talk about as things are wheeled out. Third time's a charm. This is sassy. You're not even babbling right. Move along. Thank you. Okay. The 2017-18 Patrons Pick and Critics' Choice Award for Best Technical Achievement. There's a button and I want to press it so bad. New questions, new families, new audience prizes. Come play, laugh, and win. Fringe Family Feud.
Welcome back. Hi, of course, we're back again, third time. We're going to be 7 shows right over at the Gold venue. You don't get to play, Brandon, not yet, sorry. Thank you very much. We've got 56 different artists all agreeing to be in our shows. You're going to get to see. We've got the program listed. You can see they're representing these shows as well as the international shows. And one show this year, one special show, Potty Mouth Edition, hosted by none other than the Mr. Michael Wanze. Excellent. Of course, we're also going to have 2 people every show get a chance to win prizes. Great prizes, over $500 worth. It's not good enough. We want to give out more prizes. Come on over here. Put your hand on the table. Give me your best answer, the number 1 answer. Tell me. Here's a question. Name something you do to try and get out of a speeding ticket.
Cry.
Yes, that's absolutely right here. Talk to you. Good job. Get out of here. You lost. There you go. Come on over. Okay. Name a planet. Yes. Uranus. No. Mars. Yes, that's a winner. Come on over here. Very good. There you go. Come on. There you go. Name a character from Harry Potter. Yes, you broke it. No, you lost. No, you both lost. Obviously, it's Harry Potter. There you go. Name a game show you don't want to miss at Family Feud. Yes, Family Feud. Come see us. We're going to be over at the Gold venue. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll fix it. Don't worry. See you later. Goodbye. Thank you. Oh, God. Look at that. I got crew now. Ooh. Eric, here. Here's tickets to the show. Oh, good. These are for you. You do anyone you want tonight. Just one, okay? Oh. So I don't you want one, Jim? I don't think so. One for you. One for you. There you go. Excellent. Thank you all.
Just so you know, later doesn't have deeper pockets than you think. And this is the audience-friendly show. Come back at 9. When I won't be wearing anything. I'm not here. Okay, this hockey on people. I'm not sticking around this dumb. All right. Next up, from one foot to the other, Coco Loop dances from Lake Mary, Florida. From one foot to the other is an even controlled falling, like walking, but more like traipsing, like running while swaying, or like dancing while being interviewed. Go. From one foot to the other. Florida. Correctly. Okay. She did not find it gay living in the same place where she had always been living. She went to a place where some were cultivating something. Gertrude Stein. Ladies and gentlemen, geography and plays.
Hello. This is not part of our play.
Gertrude Stein wrote it. Not this is. And it is in geography and plays, not this. Gertrude Stein wrote geography and plays.
And we will play it. Some of it, not this part of it.
Not this now.
Not now, but now. Not now, but cow.
The thing that is fundamental about plays is that the scene as depicted on the stage is more often than not, one might say it is almost always, in syncopated time in relation to the emotion of anybody in the audience.
Gertrude Stein did write that. And this. Something is always happening. Everybody knows so many stories, and what's the use of telling another story? So naturally, what I wanted to do in my play was what everybody did not always know, not always tell. So I wrote What Happened, a play.
Act 1. 1. Loud and no cataract. Not any nuisance is depressing. 5.
A single sum. 4 and 5.
Together and 1.
Not any sun, a clear signal, and an exchange.
Silence is in blessing and chasing, and coincidence is being right. A simple melancholy, clearly precious, and on the surface, and surrounded and mixed strangely. A vegetable window, and clearly, most clearly, an exchange in parts, and complete.
That is not in our play. But it is like that.
And you will likely to as not.
In the meantime, Geography and Plays is on Facebook as Geography and Plays, and Instagram too is the same.
Thank you.
I know you were aching for that one, Brandon. It's all right. All right, next up, Goodbye, JMJ Productions, Orlando, Florida. From the creative team that brought you last year's Hello, a new play based on a true story by John Mark Jernigan. If you think you know, you don't. And that's precisely the point. Let's hear it for Goodbye.
Production of Hello in the Blue Venue. We're really excited to tell you all about our new show called Goodbye, which is starring
me.
What? You?
And him.
Yes, and Megan Maroney and Lauren Culver.
And Jeffrey Correa and Brian Brammer.
Wait. So this is not a continuation of Hello?
No.
Oh, that's right, because I'm directing this one. Perfect. Yes. And it's being brilliantly underscored by Anthony R. Smith once again.
And it's inspired by a true story, my story. So it's about me and not about me.
It's about all of us. Each and every one of us living out our lives in the way that we're meant to live them.
And not meant to live them.
It's kind of hard to explain what it's about without giving anything away, but what we will tell you is that this world premiere of John Mark Jernigan's new play is happening in the Green Venue.
May 16th, Thursday at 7:45.
We hope to see you all there, but until then,
goodbye.
Children, you'll have plenty of time to hit things in the second half. All right, next up, Ombre by Anna Quilar, Orlando, Florida. Yes, it's here for Anna. Choose the winner of last year's Patrons Pick in the Pink Venue at Orlando Fringe. In her new contemporary dance show, Ombre, come see how love is the key to save humanity. Ombre! Let's hear it for Hombre. I'm not a Latino, so I'm sorry I butchered that. All right. Next up, we are actually halfway through, ladies and gentlemen, this first preview, which now means that I'm legally obligated to tell you that I have a show in this year's festival called Driving Miss Cherry Blossom, which you know I've seen. We're doing tumbling and more. You'll scream, "I want more junk." Let's hear it for that.
Vem magalenha hoje, traz a lenha pro fogo e fazer amassar. Hoje é dia de sol, alegria de colheu e com giro verá. Vem magalenha hoje.
Actually, I want to put out the rainbow flag. These are actually gator hosing, just in case. Practice this one. Next up, we have La Muñeca Rusa by Sumner Mormenio, Orlando, Florida. Sumner Mormenio brings you the first two chapters in his mind-bending, Chaplin-esque performance piece, providing projection mapping technology and a modern rock soundtrack. Let's hear it for Muñeca Rusa.
Le temps d'un souffle coupé vers un sort d'activité. Les songes partir avant et leur visage taché de blanc. Je crois qu'il est trop tard pour t'avouer que j'ai mal à mon cœur.
your first time here again? Congratulations, you get these tickets to go see Family Feud. Hopefully you win something. They actually had really good prizes, which all I got was drunk because Swansea had alcohol. So that worked for me. All right, next up, Leviticus, JC Theater Company in Orlando, Florida. Good, thank you. Levi, 17, is poised to be the next leader in her church's youth ministry. She is forced to make a choice, even if that means turning her back on who she is and who she loves. Leviticus.
I'm sorry, Levi, but we as a church don't think you're fit to be a youth leader.
Why?
Please understand there's a difference between having thoughts of women and then acting on them.
You mean Elsie?
Have you slept with her?
Isn't that my business? No, I haven't, but eventually that might happen.
We ask abstinence from all of our leaders who aren't married. It's not just you.
Okay, I won't have sex then. I can't believe we're having this conversation right now.
It's not that simple, Levi.
How? You asked if I'd had sex, and I said no, so we can just check that abstinence box right now.
It's not as simple as that.
Then tell me.
Parents wouldn't be comfortable with people like you in a room with their children.
I wouldn't hurt them. Do you think I would?
Levi, the church...
I didn't ask for the church's opinion. I asked for yours, Elizabeth.
I had to shut this down before it got too out of hand. I thought you'd be wise enough to leave your personal life outside. I mean, come on, Levi. Abigail was standing right there. What if she saw you kissing that girl? Abigail would see you acting on something that the Bible says is wrong. Then you'd be telling her the next second that it's okay. Do you see how contradicting that is, Levi?
Liz, it's me. It's me. I wouldn't hurt those girls. Do they think so? We. Why didn't you tell me when I came out in 7th grade? Why didn't you tell me when I started dating Elsie? You were the first person to know I even liked her because I trusted you. Why didn't you just shut the door before I got here?
We just don't believe that you're at your strongest to lead middle school girls.
My strongest?
By giving in to these temptations.
Temptations of what? My girlfriend. I'll change.
Are you lurking? Is this something needs to be done? Okay, good. Good to know. All right. Next up, Ray Bradbury's H2O, Susan Turner and Cannon Grove Productions, Orlando, Florida. 3 short stories: The Lake, Picasso Summer, and The Megan Your Picnic, in a world premiere by David Lee, Orlando Fringe Lifetime Achievement Award recipient. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray Bradbury's H2O.
Somehow the idea was brought up by Mom that perhaps the whole family would enjoy a fishing trip. But they weren't Mom's words. Timothy knew that. They were Dad's words, and Mom used them for him somehow. Dad shuffled his feet in a pile of Martian pebbles and agreed. And so immediately there was a tumult and a shouting, and very quickly the camp was tucked into capsules and containers. Mom slipped into traveling jumper and blouse, and Dad stuffed his pipe full with shaking hands, his eyes on the Martian skyline. The boys piled yelling into the boat, none of them really keeping an eye on Mom and Dad except Timothy. Dad pushed a stud. The boat sent a humming noise up into the sky. The water answered back. The boat nosed forward, and the whole family shouted, "Hurrah!" Timothy sat in the back of the boat, his tiny fingers atop Dad's hairy one, watching the canal twist, leaving the crumpled place behind where they had landed in their small family rocket all the way from Earth. He thought about the night before they left from Earth, the hustling and the hurrying, the rocket that Dad had found somewhere, somehow, and the talk of a vacation on Mars. A long way to go for a vacation, but he said nothing because of his younger brothers. They had come to Mars, and now, first thing, or so they said, they were going fishing. Dad had a funny look on his face, a look that Timothy couldn't quite figure out. It was made of a strong light and a sort of relaxation that made his deep wrinkles laugh instead of worry or cry. So there went the cooling rocket around the bend. "How far are we going?" Robert splashed his hand in the violet water. It looked like a crab dancing there. Dad exhaled. "1,000,000 years. "Gee," said Robert. Mother pointed one soft, long arm. "Look, kids, a dead city. They looked with fervent anticipation, and the dead city lay dead for them alone, drowsing in a hot silence of summer, made on Mars by a Martian weatherman. And Dad looked as if he was pleased that it was dead.
H2O. Next up, Shadow Tales for a Darkened Theater, Blank Slate Productions from Orlando, Florida. Shadow Tales for a Darkened Theater is a ghost story anthology told in 6 parts through shadow puppetry, pantomime, dance, movement, and ensemble storytelling. Shadow Tales for a Darkened Theater.
Consider this your formal invitation to the darkened theater.
Productions from Orlando, Florida. They're creators of Stardust present a new immersive audio drama. Put on headphones and join time-traveling research company Scroll to discover what truly happened during the war. The War, an immersive audio drama.
Scroll is in need of your help. New artifacts have been discovered, and everything we knew about the war could be wrong. Remember your oath. The time travel technology is ready. Your mission? Investigate the bombing of Blackthorn Manor. The points of contact have already been established. General Lane.
See these bars on my shoulder, soldier? They mean I'm a general in the ASS Army. I was born into this war, and either I'll die in it, or they will. This squad is your family. You fight alongside them. You fight for them. You do not fight with them. You understand what I mean, soldier? You do not betray your family.
Private Evans.
I don't want this war to rage for my entire life, you know? I want to be able to go home. Bahar and I always dreamed of. Well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. The ass army stole that from me too. What did the general always say? Shake it off, recruit. We're going up against the big bad out here and we're bound to lose people. But if you waste your energy crying over it, all that will happen is you will be dead too.
And Lady Blackthorn.
My name is Lady Lizzie, daughter of Lord Henry and Lady Catherine of the Blackthorn line. We've been aristocrats since the founding of the ASS, a proud family heritage to be served. We have always provided for the common folk. We rely on them for labor, so we want to make sure they have everything they need to survive. There was a huge explosion, like hundreds of LEGs being survived, and then just gone.
Historians, if you're brave enough, join Stroll at the War, an immersive audio drama. Meet at the front steps of the Orlando Repertory Theater, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays during Fringe.
I know. You feel better if you hit someone? Do you feel better? To be fair, these are my superhero later, Rosie. Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Roberts and Denisha Harris. So I was just hit, which leads me to my next point in the show Driving Miss Cherry Blossom that I do. I get hit a lot there too. Come see my show. Is that evident? Have I done that enough, people? No? Okay, come see my show. All right. Warpaint, Board at Midnight Productions, Orlando, Florida. All right, before excitement, we're almost there. Orlando, Florida! Lily E. Garnett dons her war paint to explore self-image, social conditioning, beauty standards, and how society values people, particularly women. Ladies and gentlemen, war paint!
Look at me. Take a good, long look at my face. Take note of how you feel about me. What's your first impression? Could I get a volunteer, please? Anybody on the front row? Would you help me? Yeah.
All right. No, do not upset the beauty that is Tamisha Harris. I love you, please don't hit me again. All right, next up. We are at our very last one for the General Alliance's preview. All right, so how many people are staying for the next one? Any children that we have to kick out? Because Brennan's good at that too. All right, so Wonders in Motion, Second Sight Dance Company, Orlando, Florida. Second Sight Dance is a dance company that delivers innovative and new ways to combine the art of dance with the art of magic and illusion to inspire and entertain audiences. Wonders in Motion! Portion. Let's hear it for Tamisha Harris. They are doing the Cirque Me. My show is driving this charity awesome. We've been happy to be your host. Stick around for that. And Pepe will be performing. I know it's going to be a wild time. Stick around. We'll be swearing and the Lord only knows what else. Thank you. Now,